And then there ended up being a lot of disagreements with different people. It was really hard running it by committee and stuff. But everybody decided to go with this idea, like, let's make the world's most user-friendly cryptocurrency, and all those things, that I had on my list, we added, and there were more. And we ended up, doing it, and 3 of the guys dropped out, and we added another one. And because they kind of didn't, I don't know, there's a lot to it, but a lot of people just felt like it wasn't going to work. Everyone was stealing all our money. We got completely screwed by our developers. I don't know if people know all this, but like the developers.
I share that story.
Yeah, we've shared the.
We hired this American development team that were like literally led by a guy who was a top guy at Microsoft that had pitched personally like 10 different projects to Bill Gates, directly, with Michael Greenwood, who was had become one of the partners of Divi at the time. And so we had this incredible development team. They were AI experts, et cetera. And they were like, oh, we'll do this blockchain thing. And so they just sucked all of our money, all of our dev budget, all of our marketing budget as well. And then when it went to the day of the launch, it turned out they'd been lying to us.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
It wasn't that it didn't work. They had never actually built all this stuff. And they told us that it was ready and we were going to launch. And they were completely lying. And it was not there. And they were hiding everything. They wouldn't show us the code. They completely scammed us, basically. And it wasn't actually David, the lead guy. It was his partner, this guy named Mark, who was lying. And he was apparently he was on meds and off his meds and all this kind of stuff. And he was having the whole team lie to us while they were trying to get everything together. And David didn't even seem to know, because he was focused on like not going bankrupt himself. And it was this giant shit show of lies and misinformation and bullshit that so we basically ended up firing them, and we looked into suing them and this whole thing, but we didn't have enough money to sue them. And so then Michael Greenwood was super embarrassed, like, of what had happened, because he had brought in this team, and he was being told by David, his former partner, that this is all good, and David was being lied to by Mark, and so nobody knew. And basically the same thing happened to us again with Casper. Like, again, like we said, that we can never let this happen again. And so we actually decided to hire Casper, who was a Divi guy. We're figuring he has skin in the game,
Yeah.
But the same thing happened anyway. It was pretty amazing how that happened again. So then basically Michael went and interviewed all these people, and he hired the guys from Belarus who we still kind of have working for us, and we hired the guy that built our blockchain. And this guy that built the blockchain built it in 6 weeks for $60,000, compared with $650,000 with a team of like 10 people that weren't able to do it, And he did it in 6 weeks and he did it in his spare time. He was the CTO of another Masternode coin, and he did it in his spare time. He's a genius, and he's still, he's an amazing guy. He still has got his team in Kiev and Ukraine, and really saved our asses.